Good afternoon, US. Good evening, UK. Hope everyone's okay. And if you're in the UK and you've had a bank holiday, hope you've had a wonderful time. I've been off out camping, so a bit of fresh air, a bit of grounding on a hill in Derbyshire somewhere. A great time with friends. And how are you, Helena?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Just tired. Just
Oh, what have you been
tired.
up to?
Going round cemeteries with Bowie,
Awesome.
going fossil hunting. It's just these kids.
Yeah, so you've got two kids, and Bowie actually made his appearance. You were on one of my first ever shows, if not the first, with
Yeah,
Alex, weren't you?
with little Bowie when he was first born.
Yeah, so Alex, Bowie actually made an appearance.
He did.
He did.
I mean, he'd probably make an appearance now, but he's naked, I'm pretty sure. He's
Oh, bless,
always naked. Hang on, I'm just sending the links to people.
oh, bless him. Yeah, but oh gosh, I love the names though.
Bowie and Casper.
Bowie and Casper, fantastic names.
Yeah,
So, if anybody hasn't spoken to you or heard from you before. Where did this sort of paranormal thing start with you then? Because yours is really different from a lot of people, isn't it?
depends on how you look at it. I
Yeah,
mean, I started because I could see them and talk to them from a
yeah,
young age. So it just seemed like a normal thing for me to just go on from just seeing them to me trying to get the proof that they're talking to me.
yeah.
Like, I was about, I must be about 9, 10, and me and my best friend used to steal her sister's audio recorder that she had for university. And we used to go to the local cemetery and try to talk to dead people.
Oh wow.
And I was
Uh,
like 9, 10.
oh, that's cool. So, what about your family? Did they know? Did they know that you did this?
Not at that age, no.
No.
I don't think my mum would have been impressed.
So you just went. What you just went and spoke?
We just went and spoke to them with a voice recorder.
Awesome. And did you get a lot of responses?
We did. But where I used to live, there's a graveyard that's about, well, it's not even a 2 minute walk away, and they've got graves from the 1600s right at the back, and that's where we used to go and sit.
Oh wow. Okay.
And they'd talk to us. We'd say hello. They'd say hello back. In the end, they knew mine and Maria's name,
Oh, that's
and they
lovely.
knew who we were.
Oh, that's
And we took the dictaphone so many times from her sister that her sister just gave us it and bought another one because
oh,
she
wow.
was never getting it back.
So what sort of dictaphone was it? Was it tape or was
It was
it?
a tape one. It was
It
that
was
long ago. It was
oh
tape.
my gosh!
It was tape. It was one of the Sony tape ones.
Wow. But Sony was a good make, wasn't it? On the
Yeah,
digital. No,
we
it's not.
literally. It never used to be.
TR60.
It used to be on the little tiny cassette tapes.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Because I've actually got a tape recorder, and when I emptied my mum and dad's house, we got my granddad's dictaphone. And it cost me loads of the tapes, but I have bought some. But I did listen to one of his tapes, and he used to record music off the telly on it, and then I heard his voice on it, so that was kind of lovely.
That
So
is
I made
lovely.
sure I've saved that one. Oh, where's Helen? Hello. Yeah, it's just fascinating then. So, how often did you do this?
Uh, 2, 3 times a week.
You did. So everyone
Nearly,
else goes out.
nearly every day in like the school holidays.
Wow. So yeah, kids go out, don't they? They go out and play. You go around
We,
cemeteries.
we were the last era of come back when the streetlights come on.
Right, yeah.
So we'd be in the cemetery with dictaphones and a paper Ouija board that we drew up for a laugh, talking to spirits.
Oh
Or we'd
my.
go to like the Roman Road,
Oh, okay.
and you'd be there at certain times of year and you could hear them walking past. We got that a few times on recorder.
That's fantastic. That,
And
oh,
I was like,
that's amazing to do that at 10.
And then
You
I
weren't
started my
scared
team
or
at
anything.
14.
You started your...
I started my paranormal team at 14.
Wow. That's incredible. So, who was on your paranormal team? Does it
No,
make you feel...
Bowie can't see right now. He's downstairs. It was when I was 14. It was paper. It was trash. It was literally an A4 sheet of paper smashed with like letters on it. That was it.
on it. Oh,
We
bless you.
thought we were really professional. We didn't.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah, when I was
cool.
14, my mum booked the first location for us because I was too young.
Wow.
So my mum booked the location for us. She came along, and it was me, my mum, my brother, my mate Maria, my mate Scott, and my mate Sam. And we went to Mitchell Priory in East Sussex.
Wow, that's a brilliant location as well. Did you get anything then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where our little ghost Edward comes from.
Ah, okay. So you've really had Edward hanging around all the time since then, haven't you?
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, I don't know if you've ever investigated Mitchell Priory.
no.
It's amazing. When we first went, I can't even remember his name now. It was that long ago, I can't remember his name. Chris. It was Chris.
Right.
Chris was the one who ran the paranormal stuff.
Okay.
And he was upstairs and he could hear people talking, yeah. But it
Yeah.
weren't us because we weren't in the building. But
Oh,
he could hear people like calling for me.
oh my gosh.
And when I first went in there, I literally passed out and started having a load of weird memories come to me. And
Okay.
then I kind of woke up and was like, the building's not right. And Chris was like, what do you mean the building's not right? I'm like, you've changed the building's not right. And he asked
Wow.
me to draw the original plans that I could see in my head.
Oh my gosh.
So I drew him the original plans and he went and got the plans of the priory before the fire.
Wow. So that's at 14. You're at that level. That's incredible.
And he was like, so what's your name then? And I was like, it's Lily. And he went into the records and found this Victorian photo of this woman named Lily
Oh
who
my
looked
god.
exactly like me.
Wow. That's yeah.
And then where we kept visiting, we kept going back over and over and over. We kept going back, got so much more out of it. But there was a guy there called Roy. He was like a medium and a tour guide. And he was standing in the what they call the monk's room, which was originally a bedroom. It wasn't a monk's room at all.
Okay.
And he was standing there, and one of the workers asked him to come and help him out with something, and he told the people in there, because he was mid giving a tour, he went, you need to talk to her. If anyone here knows this building, it's her.
Wow.
And he left me giving the tour of the priory.
Oh my gosh.
And then we had me and Alex were there, and we had this old man come up to me and asked me if I'd finished playing the piano and how did I get out of my dress so quickly, because he saw the spirit of Lily playing the piano and he
Wow.
thought it was me.
Okay. Wow. Is this a past life? We
Lily is, yeah.
Yeah. So Lily's a past life.
Yeah. We love Lily.
Oh wow.
But
That's
yeah,
incredible. Yeah.
I was drawn to the location. It was
Yeah.
just, because as a child, and I mean like, I'm talking like 5, I kept dreaming over and over that the house was on fire. I would literally force my mum to get up at
Oh.
1, 2 in the morning to check that the house wasn't on fire. And it would be constant every day. I'd get her up, same time, house is on fire. House is not on fire. House is on fire. And I'd make her go round and I'd make her look for the little boy that was stuck in the house because the house was on fire. And then as I got older, I was drawn to the location. I'd dream about the place. I'd dream about looking out of the window onto the lakes. And it was just a constant dream over and over and over in my head. And then I saw a picture of the building and I was like, we've got to go there. So we went. And then everything opened up, and it turned out that I wasn't dreaming about the fire in my house. I was dreaming about the fire in the priory.
Wow.
So it was to the point that I could smell it.
Oh
I
my
could
gosh.
smell the fire. I could hear the screams from Edward trying to get out. It was just in my head constantly as a child, and there was nothing I could do to get rid of it until we went.
Wow.
And then it just all stopped. And I realised that was where I should have been. That should have been home.
And it made sense, didn't it, in the end? Yeah. Well, that's incredible. To actually get your past life coming through like that.
It was.
So
She was the first very, very strong one. It was just as a child, it was over and over and over again.
Wow. That is totally incredible.
And then as I got older, another past life decided to step forward, and her name was Belle. She's a World War II nurse. And
Wow.
I kept dreaming about giving surgery to people and taking shrapnel out of people's shoulders.
Oh my gosh.
But at the time, because I was so young, Will didn't step up and become my guide until I was like 9, 10. He wasn't.
Right. Okay.
He didn't step up. I had my great nan as a guide. And at the time, this person that I was giving surgery to, removing shrapnel, was just a shadow. I couldn't see who it was.
Yeah.
I had no idea who it was. It was just a shadow. And then as I got older and my nan was like, this is Will, I knew who he was straight away. I wasn't scared.
Oh, wow.
And then I realised, that's who I was giving surgery to.
Gosh, that's incredible.
That's who I was looking after. And then we found out, as I got older, we became closer, and I learned more about him and more about our past life together and stuff like that. But it was to the point that he gave me his rank, his military number, his the airfield he was at, what he did, like where he was based, where he lived, and I found the exact airfield that he was on.
Okay.
And we investigated it.
Yeah.
And the spirits there only know me as Belle. They don't know me as Helena.
Wow.
They only know me as Belle.
That's so incredible. It really is. I've got an issue with my past life at the moment from the 1800s. And there's a certain spirit that I speak to in 4 locations. And I just need to work out what's going on, really.
So they're not, most of the time past lives don't show up and go, all right. But sometimes they do. Belle and Lily, for example.
Interesting. It's really interesting what's happening with me at the moment. About 3 weeks ago, I was really overshadowed in a place. But he challenged everybody, and there's a well-known spirit in Nottingham anyway, who used to be a judge, and oh my gosh.
I can't wait until we investigate.
Oh gosh,
in
yeah,
October, and I get to meet your judge.
Well, he won't. He's not coming. Where are you going? No, you're going to Hinckley, so you won't meet the judge unless I tell you the story, and he might sometimes come behind me.
We might pull him in just to see if he's all right.
If I tell the story, he tends to come in. Yeah. 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 I was speaking of him like a few weeks ago.
You're so nervous to talk about him.
He does appear, yeah. Because a few weeks ago, I was just chatting to a medium about him, and all of a sudden, they could sense that he was there. Like, as soon as you start too much talking about him, that's it. Boom, he's in. And yeah, so I am well aware.
Yeah.
And when I sat in his seat like 3 to 4 weeks ago, he kind of attached himself to me. But yeah, it was incredible. We sorted that out that night. It's kept him at bay. But yeah, I'm just intrigued. I need to do my past life again.
Maybe he's like, maybe you were married to him or something.
No, I work for him. I work for him in Nottingham. I took money for
Right.
bets at cockfights.
Well, that's illegal.
Well, yeah, but I work for him. He was the judge. And I've got somebody at the moment, the haunted historian, who's actually looking into this judge for me at the moment.
That's
And
amazing.
I gave her a name. She has found who she thinks this person is, because the details I had is really vague. And when I told her the story over the phone, which took a full hour because it is that complex, she then pulled in potentially what my name was, because somebody she mentioned she thinks might be who I was then.
That's
So
amazing.
quite
Past lives
incredible,
are
yeah.
complex. I don't know why people think they're not.
Well, it is, and it's the fact that it's hanging around now. I don't get this. It's like two mediums said, "Oh, you've got a connection with your past life. You need to cut it." I didn't have a clue. And
I
then,
don't cut mine. Why would you cut it?
well, I didn't even know. I didn't have a clue about it then. It's
Don't
only like when I've
don't
had.
tether it. There's a reason that that's your
Oh
past life,
no,
and you
no,
need to
no,
remember stuff.
I'm intrigued. Yeah, because like I
It's learning. You're learning from your past mistakes. If you tether it, you're never going to learn anything.
oh no, I'm intrigued. I'm trying to find out more. I want to sit and do my past life again. I want to go through that one again to get more information out.
When I
I'm,
say you, we'll do it.
I'm going to do it. Yeah,
We'll do it.
I'm going to do it. Yeah. It's just that when I was in the court and I sat in front of the judge in my past life, I knew that I was going to be found guilty. So I pulled out of it. But now, through that, I sat in his chair at the National Justice Museum a few weeks ago, and through his eyes, I saw me in the dock as I was then. So I
That
now
happens.
I look like that. It does. It's
That
weird.
happens. Sorry,
It's
I've got dead legs.
isn't it? But yeah, I saw what I looked like then. Because on the past life, it's like I kept going from years to years and whatever. And I like looked down on my legs, and my legs were all dark hairs and very hairy. And I was a male. And I just like freaked out on the past life. And I have this past life. I will actually put it onto YouTube at
Definitely.
some stage. I will do that. But yeah, it's like there's a bit of me as well in the past life where I'm absolutely hammered and out of my face walking the streets of Nottingham. So
There's nothing better than a drunk ghost. I'm going to tell you that right now. There is nothing better than a drunk spirit.
this past life is really like I will put it out there.
Oh yeah.
I will, yeah, because I'm writing a book at the moment. I need to edit it. I've been saying that I first started it the 11th of November 2020. I thought I'd finished it about, 1 to 2 years ago. But editing it is a nightmare. And then
Oh,
you have confidence as to whether you can actually get it out there or not. You
just
feel,
go
oh God,
for it. Just
I
go
know.
for it.
I just need to edit it. And like, you start editing it. I read the first few chapters, change them all around. Then you run out of time. So then you start editing again from the beginning, change it all around.
Sorry, I'm getting like the tickle again.
Oh, wow. So who do you think it is? Like, before we started, Helena said she'd got somebody behind her.
I know who it is.
Who is it?
No comment.
All right, okay.
I know exactly who it is.
Okay. Oh, cheers. Yeah, but I'm just trying to put, I think part of the reason I haven't done the book is that I'm just trying to piece together this past life business. But the thing is, on my
Just
book,
take time.
it falls over different chapters because, like, I did this investigation, I met this character. Oh, I went here, I got this character. And then, oh, who's got a male behind Helena?
Definitely a man. I know exactly who it is.
Oh, wow. Oh, bless you. So,
I don't know why he's poking me though, because he knows I don't like that.
oh, wow. Bless you. It's
I'm
funny.
pretty sure that out of everyone, Ashley will know which one it is.
Right. Okay. But your house is like full of spirit, aren't
Yeah.
they? who communicate with you a lot
Yeah,
of the time.
it's normal. It's completely normal.
That's brilliant. Can you see them?
Yeah,
You can physically see them.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Like
brilliant.
right now, you can't see him, but I can see him.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
Behind me, I can see him.
There you go.
They really are.
Oh, yes, I know, don't I?
They really are.
Do I know?
You should, yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do know, yeah. Of
Yeah. It's
course you
one of
do.
the twins.
Yeah, get you. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, definitely. And I've met the twins as well.
Love
I
my twins.
I saw your twins.
I
Um,
love
so,
my
so
twins.
Helena has two twins hanging around her, and basically I met these two twins at Smethwick Baths, and it was quite graphic what I saw, because when you start mediumship, because I I developed, I I didn't even believe in mediumship, but I went to development,
Sorry.
making noises as well. And you know, they kept saying, like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And then when you see something which is so graphic in your mind's eye, you think, "I don't want to see this. What are you showing me this for?"
I
And it
love
was
my twins.
your two twins at
I
Smethwick Bath.
love my twins. What's weird, yeah, is I've got three main guides, yeah?
Yeah,
Well, four if you count Seth. But the two twins and Will are literally born. One, one's born on the 23rd of October and the other two are born on the 24th. If Will was born 2 hours later, they'd have been born on the same day.
that's strange as well, isn't it? Um, when do the clocks change?
Not in October. But yeah, one's 23rd, one's 24th.
Interesting. Oh wow.
I love my twins. Oh, they do. The boys do get rowdy.
Yeah. That's incredible. So you're going to mention who they are? No, I get you. Yeah, for obvious reasons. Yeah, yeah. So it's also fascinating. It really is.
I use the twins, but mainly one of them.
Yeah, and you go to the graves as well, don't you?
Yeah,
So,
leave lemon sherbet because a certain someone's obsessed with them.
oh wow.
And the
Yeah.
other one loves orange soda.
Oh bless. Yeah. Oh, it's just the whole thing with past lives and everything is fascinating. And mediumship fascinates me. But for you to actually live with spirits so much on a day
Well, I've
to
nearly died a few times, so I kind of blurred the line between being alive and being in their world. So now there's no vow between us.
Okay, so what near death experiences then?
Yeah, I've nearly died a few. I mean, I nearly died giving birth to Chloe,
Right, okay.
and I've nearly died a few times.
Okay.
So the line between us and them to me is blurred because I've crossed over it a few times
Okay.
and then crossed back. So now to me, there's no vow there. It's just they're there all the time and it's normal.
Wow. That's incredible. So did you get a white tunnel or did you get sent back? How did that work?
I got yelled at
Okay.
because I wanted to leave and I was told I wasn't allowed to leave.
Wow.
And literally, before I could even get anywhere, I was surrounded by my regular spirits and my guides that
Yeah.
pushed me back into my body,
Oh my gosh.
going, "It's not your time. You can't leave. You can't do this now," and push me back in. I got yelled at,
Wow.
mainly by Will, but I got yelled at.
That's that's amazing.
But my problem is because I know what's coming, and this is a lot of mediums don't talk about the downside of it. Like it's always sunshine and rainbows. It's not. It's not. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, especially not the way I have to do it because of the line being so blurred between us. some of the times I don't even realise they're dead.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I don't realise they're dead until we get close enough where I can pick up on the frequency that they're dead.
Okay. Wow.
Because sometimes I just think that's just another normal human being, but they're not. We've been driving and someone's run out in front of the car, and I've grabbed the handbrake and tried and stopped the car.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And nobody's there. But in my head, that person looked like it was alive, and we were about to hit it. So I've literally done an emergency brake to stop so no one hits it.
Oh,
The
my
person's not there. The person's dead, and it's not until I get close enough to hear the vibration and the frequency do I realise.
Oh, my gosh.
So I don't drive because I know I will kill someone.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
I
not
bet you
safe.
chatted then. Do you tell them to sort of back off for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence why my guides are the certain people that they are.
Right, okay. They enforce it, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I need
Strength.
mental.
Yeah.
We're going to say mental.
Strength, really, isn't it?
I need the intimidation, the strength,
Yeah.
and the knowledge of my guides because they all come from that kind of background.
Right, okay, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you've got the twins, they come from that background. Then you've got Will and Seth, they come from that background.
Oh, okay, right.
It's just Will left and joined the military. Otherwise, he would have been working with Seth, who's his brother. So I've got two sets of brothers, and they all come from the same background.
Wow.
It's just two are American and two aren't.
Yeah.
So that's why I've got them, because they will protect me.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, the kids are playing.
it.
But yeah. But I don't drive because I know I will kill someone.
Yeah.
It's not worth the risk.
Yeah. Well, no. No, that's
It's not worth it.
I
mean, I will walk down the street. It's to the point that I will walk down the street and I will walk around nobody.
Right, yeah. Because you can see them, yeah.
Because I can see them. And they don't like being walked through. Fact. They don't like it. They don't want you walking through them. I don't particularly want to walk through them.
We don't like that. No, I did an investigation recently and somebody walked through one of the girls. A spirit walked through a girl. It made her physically sick. So,
yeah, I just go around them.
They wouldn't want that the same, would they?
I just walk around them. Or I will talk aloud to them because I forget that no other people can't see them the way I can. So I'll literally be like, excuse me, and I'll walk past.
Yeah.
And people look at me, and my mum's so used to it now.
Yeah.
My mum's just like, don't worry about it. Alex is used to it now. Anyone that's around me long enough gets used to the idea of me going, you know, I'm going to go round.
Oh, bless you.
So I don't want to annoy them. I don't want to piss them off if we're going to be honest.
Yeah, I get it. You're respectful. And that is lovely. That's a nice quality as well about you.
I'm not going to annoy them. I've got to part with them.
Oh, bless you.
It's like my house is full of spirit.
Yeah.
But I won't go out of my way to film them because they live here and they deserve their privacy. This is their home. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I get you.
I mean, I've got Will talking on EVPs. I can send you them. You can hear him saying hello. You can hear him laughing.
Oh, wow.
He was saying hello to my mate Ashley, who's watching. He said hello to us and laughing, and you can hear him and the twins downstairs talking.
Gosh, that's fantastic.
My kids are, one is almost 4 and the other one's just turned 2.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Real
incredible.
Hilarious. He's not.
So Ashley's heard Will a few times, yeah.
He's heard him. Like, we'll be on the phone and she'll just hear this American voice behind me and be like, who's that? And I'm like, it's just Will, don't worry about it.
Oh, wow.
But it's to the point now that if I go to my mum's or I spend an extended period of time somewhere, when I leave, people still see me.
Wow, okay.
Because they see my past lives that haven't quite followed me yet. So they'll see me and it's not me.
Wow.
It's happened at my mum's. Like my brother has seen me, but I'm not there. I've left.
Wow, this is incredible. Yeah.
And like we've got Billy. I love Billy. Yeah, he's another one of my regulars. I've got a list of regular spirits. Yeah, I've got a list of them. Right. We've got Billy, who's also another soldier. I knew him in World War Two. He's lovely. You've got Michael. He's also another World War Two military man. Love him as well. A lot of them in military spirits though, because of the World War Two past life. So they'll know me from the airfield after investigating the airfield. I
Oh
decided to follow
wow.
her, which I'm not bothered by. They're my lads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's it, isn't it? Like I can go somewhere and then spirit can follow me. But the thing is, you've got a sort of deeper link with them. Your past life is there.
They're my lads.
Yeah, I
They're
get
my
that.
lads.
I
I
totally get
love
that.
them.
So they just
And
follow you because you'll talk to them, and yeah.
yeah, I mean Billy, he was one of the squadron's only black guys because it was World War Two.
Oh wow.
But dude was hilarious. He got really high in the rankings as well. He was Will's best mate. They were always together. It was him, Billy, and Michael constantly, 24/7. But Billy's really big. He's really, really tall. Right? He couldn't get in the B-17s even if he tried. I mean, you want a past life memory? We attempted to get him in a B-17, but we tried to put him in the ball turret at the bottom of it.
Right.
Dude's over 6'6". He ain't fitting in it, yeah? He got stuck, and it took us 35 minutes to get him out
Oh God.
without getting caught by the squadron leader. It was literally like, how are we going to do this?
Oh
He
way.
got wedged. But, yeah. So he's massive, and he's got really big feet. And one night I was at my mum's, and I'd been there for a few nights, and she went downstairs, and there was huge military footprints, muddy footprints all over her kitchen floor.
Oh way.
And she's like, "Can you get Billy to sort that out?" I'm like, "Nah, it's done now. He's done it."
No way. That's fantastic.
But I've met someone that was alive that was at that airfield. Before he passed away, I met this guy who was alive that was based at that airfield. And me and
Oh.
him spoke about our memories of that airfield.
Oh my gosh.
He only knew me as Belle. We spoke about Will. We spoke about Billy getting stuck in the turret.
So you're both in present day,
Yeah.
but he's speaking about your experiences. And did he know Belle?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, that's incredible.
He
Yeah.
worked with her. He was on the airfield. He was part of the base.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, he weren't. And Big Dat, right?
Yeah.
As a nurse, I can admit that was pretty scary. Yeah.
Oh God.
But no, yeah, we bumped into each other, and he was like, "Isabel," and I was like, "Red," and he was like, "Oh my God, it is you." That was it. We just started talking. Memories of the airfield, memories of Will, memories of us getting drunk and trying to hide behind a B-17 even though we'd been caught. The big fat dog bear that would eat tyres off of the B-17 but only on the one on base 7 because for some reason the rest of the planes weren't good enough.
How weird.
But
Wow.
we sat there talking about, because he was still alive. He was in his 80s.
That's incredible. For
So
him.
he was alive. He still had all his memories from when he was at the airfield. He was still alive.
So what
present day.
years? Are you talking the war years? What?
We're talking like World War Two, so 1940s to 1945 roughly.
Wow.
But he was still alive. He still had all his memories of what he did on that airfield. He was visiting it before he passed away. He wanted to go and say goodbye to the airfield.
And you were there at the same time, which is that. What drew you to go that day?
I lived next door to it.
Yeah, but why did you go that day?
Don't know.
And he
Don't
was
know.
there.
just wanted to go for a walk, just needed to get out.
Wow.
And there he was, just walked past me. He walked past me, and he sort of like with the landowner, he walked past me and he stopped. And he looked back and I looked back because I recognised him. And he was like, Isabel? I was like, we all know it's just Belle.
Oh my gosh.
And he was like, yeah, I know. I was like, only my dad calls me Isabel. And I looked back and I was like, Red? And he was like, it is you. And then the next thing you know, we're just hugging. We're just hugging. Few tears. Hugging.
Wow, this is incredible. So, he knows you're Helena as well?
Yeah.
But
he didn't know who I was.
Yeah, you just, yeah, cool.
He just knew me as Belle. He just saw me as Belle. He didn't know what my name was now, so he went for the name that he knew.
But you might have been the same age then as he knew Belle to be then. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because Belle died once when Will got killed on a mission. He didn't come home, and she committed suicide because she couldn't handle it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And she was only 24.
Right, okay.
And she hung herself because she just couldn't cope with it. She couldn't cope not having Will around.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
So at that time, I must have been about 24, 25. So I would have been roughly the same age that Belle was when he knew her.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so then that's incredible. It really is.
But like, yeah, we were all sad. We were crying.
I'd love to see that photo.
We were crying. We were hugging each other. We were.
Oh wow.
Looking like idiots.
Yeah.
And then walking around the whole airfield and talking about how that like the squash ball pitch. No one ever played squash ball. What was the point in that? No one. So we'd attempt baseball, but it weren't big enough.
Wow.
And a lot of people would get hurt. Or we'd play bottle shots if we were bored because, missions weren't out because it was foggy. What do you do when it's foggy? Well, you line up a load of beer bottles and you shoot the top of them with a gun, trying to get the tops off without smashing them. We used to play bottle tops all the time. And we were discussing it.
Wow. That's such an incredible story. It really is. Wow.
But yeah, it was just there. It was just madness to see him because I never thought I'd see him again. And
yeah,
there was this guy who I'd spent years with,
on a past life, which is yeah. Oh my gosh.
I knew everything about him. As soon as I saw him, it was like I recognised him, but I didn't want to say anything in case he thought I was weird. But as soon as he called me Isabel, and I looked at him and was like, it's just Belle. It was like, it's definitely you, because she hated being called Isabel. It was always Belle or Bella. And he knew that. So he went for Isabel, knowing that if it was her, she'd turn around and go, it's just Belle.
Get you, yeah. Yeah, of course. It was tested. Yeah, of course it was.
And it was just
a test as well. Yeah, you've got to, haven't you?
Hang on, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Hang on, wait.
It's just so amazing. Oh wow. Okay.
Meet Will.
My gosh. So he's around you a lot of the time then?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ignore Casper. That's just Casper being Casper.
So incredible. I didn't know quite which direction this was going to take. But yeah, this is
he's handsome and he knows it. It's an issue.
Aye. But then they did, didn't they? Of course they did.
Oh, he knew.
Yeah, for in the forces and the handsome. They're going to go
but that was a friend of mine. He got a load of military photos from World War II of Will and had them reconstructed and put into what was more of a modern day photo of him.
Okay.
And that's what that is. That was from his military records, using all his photos from the airfield and everything, and someone did a modern day reconstruction of his face.
God. That's fun. That's just incredible story. It really is. And the thing is, like any of us who do paranormal, you get wrapped up in these amazing things, and it's just so it's mind blowing, isn't it?
I mean,
It really is.
I've got a big problem though, because I've got Will, and because I've got the twins, and because I know what's waiting. I'm not worried about dying. Couldn't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
There's no fear there. I don't care.
I guess that. Yeah. If
I'm
you.
not scared. I have nothing to be scared of.
Yeah. That's right. I've heard things, about the afterlife, things like that.
I've just got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah. Heard my dog's waiting for me.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not
my family and all my family's dogs.
Exactly.
That's lovely.
I mean, it's like I've pointed out to several people. I went, when somebody, because I don't, where I see them all the time, I don't know how to mourn when someone passes away. I have no idea.
Right, yeah, I get you.
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever cried when someone around me that I love has passed away.
Oh, bless you.
Why would I cry? They're still there.
Yeah, because you can see,
They're still there. It's just, their body's not there. I don't know how to mourn for someone. I can't sit there and go, I'm never going to see him again. Because I am. It's not a thing to me. I don't know how to cry when someone passes away. But I've pointed out to a few people that I've been around because they ask why I'm cold-hearted and why, because they see me as cold-hearted. Not.
Okay, just come back in a minute. She's back.
I'm back.
She's back, yay.
It's not that I'm cold-hearted, but people think I am. But it's not that. It's the fact that it's completely different for me. I'll still see them. But I've pointed out to people that are in mourning, you have to understand that we're saying goodbye. But on the other side, everyone that they've lost and anyone they've ever known that is over there is having a celebration because they've got that person back.
Wow.
It's goodbye to us, but it's hello for them.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah.
They're happy. They've got their family member back.
Yeah.
It's not like you're not going to join them one day because you are. Just live.
That is amazing because, like, all the time, like, back in the day, we say, why do spirits hang around? They've got unfinished business.
Because they like being ghosts. What's wrong with that?
But the unfinished business is the family still being here, isn't it? That's the way I see it. Some
people just like being spirits. Why is that a problem?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm happy. Matt, I'm going to be the worst spirit ever.
Get a book, everyone.
Hands down. I can go anywhere in the blink of an eye. It's free.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay for rent. I don't have to eat. I can travel the world. I can make myself look gorgeous again. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to stay there looking 87. I can pick an age that I want.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, if I die and I'm all like arthritis and hobbled, but don't think I'm going to walk about like that as a ghost. No, I'm going to go back in time a little bit and make myself look normal.
Yeah, I've seen my mum and she was about in her 30s. So the image I have in my head of what my mum's like now, I've got a photo of, and a few
But you don't have to look old when you pass away. You can pick what age you look as long as you look like you did when you were alive.
It's intriguing.
But why would I'd love to be a spirit. Imagine how easy that would be. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that. No stress, no pain, no illnesses. You can travel the world. You're with people you've lost. You can meet famous people because the dimension isn't like ours.
Yeah.
The spirit world it's an open path. You can meet whoever the hell you want. Why would you not want to?
Yeah.
Why would you want to leave and cross over to something that you don't understand or you don't really know what crossing over is? Because no one does.
Well, that
could just be nothingness.
Well, the thing is, like, I have communicated, whatever you call it, to spirit, and there always seems to be a gap between this and that. And is there something unwritten between the two which they can't mention? There
Mm-hmm.
just seems to be some sort of thing between the two realms, which I can't mention.
Yeah,
There's a secret. There's just something what
but
they
it's not our place to know.
all right, yeah.
It's not.
Because
It's not our place to know what's going on over there.
yeah, because I can talk so much about things, but then when you sort of ask certain questions, like they won't tell you.
No,
Intriguing, yeah,
no,
yeah.
they won't.
Because there's one who like he passed in 1999, and we went to a pub and we met the new landlord who actually knew of him when he had the pub. And oh my gosh, he was an amazing guy. The spirit, and he kept going ha ha on the Ouija board. And oh my gosh, he was so cool. And we sort of said, well, what do you think of a new landlord? He's okay. And one of the questions he asked us was, we were using the board to communicate, and he spelled out, how do you do this? So it's like modern day 1999 asking us how we were communicating with him.
Oh yeah, they're about as confused as we are.
Yeah. And yeah,
But half the time, if you go into a location and you're investigating, and it's a new location and it's never been investigated before,
yeah.
the spirits in there are like,
What the hell's going on?
what?
Yeah.
What is that? Why would I talk to you?
Yeah.
Who the hell are you? Introduce yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't just walk in on them and go, can you do this for me? Introduce yourself, please.
I do introduce myself.
Please, everybody.
Yeah.
Anybody investigating? Anybody
Yeah.
watching? Introduce yourself. Stop being rude.
Yeah, because you're walking into somebody's house, into somebody's work, into someone's life in a way, aren't you?
Exactly.
Even though
Exactly.
it's the afterlife.
Don't be
So
rude.
it's just so the whole thing is just so fascinating.
Introduce yourself.
It really is. But yeah, I just love it. You know, once I stepped on this, and this kind of found me. It found me before I lost my mum, because I started down the development route, and then that sort of finished. Then I started development route again just before I lost my dad, and it helped me through all that.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
But mine was just a logical step of, well, why not?
Yeah.
I can see them, so why not try and get evidence of them?
Well, yeah, that's right.
And then the more I got involved with it, the more dead people that happened.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm just like, great.
Awesome. But then if you, like, here we go again, they say that because you're a medium, you got like it's like a beacon above your head. So they can see that you're ready to receive.
Yeah.
Can't they?
Yeah. But no, I don't know why some people are always like, you know, oh, I'd love to be a medium. I'd love to do what you, no, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are all for it. I don't know why people would pretend to be a medium either. I don't understand.
No.
Because it's not all, you know, sunshine, rainbows, flowers. It's not all that.
What I saw that day with the twins, it's like, I don't want to see this. And I have seen some graphic things since. So you think, Jesus. When I first started, it's like, are you sure you want to do this? Make sure you're sure when you go down this route.
Yeah, you don't. It's not just, oh, you know, family members are going to come and say hello. No.
Anything, yeah.
You can end up being followed by anything, anyone. They might not be nice. If you get ill, you get tired, you get stressed, your protection drops. If your guides aren't good enough, you're going to get a spiritual attack. It's not worth it. Yeah, unless you know what you're doing, don't do it.
You do have to be careful, definitely. Because
don't open the doorway if you can't handle it.
I think also you're kind of shown as you go on, aren't you?
You're
gradually shown more and more, like, when to start seeing spirit. Well, I've been doing development for about 8 years, so yeah, I can see them in my mind's eye, but not all the time. You know, I can't say what's around me now, but then if I can go to a location, sometimes I can pick up and I can get information through, and that's by either images in my head, I get names and dates come through as well, which can be validated, but I can't, I could sort of say where they are in the room, but I can't. Like here, I switch off. I don't know what's here. I,
So where
I
I've
there's things happen. I get noises and things,
yeah,
but
but
I ignore it.
where I've basically nearly died, I can't shut down anymore because I'm half in their world, half in mine.
Right, I get you. Yeah,
So it's like just constant.
yeah. Wow.
But it's not great. But I've got past lives that I don't really want to remember, but I remember.
Yeah, I get you. Because
And I have past lives where I share the past life memories with one of my friends that's alive today.
wow, that's smart. And yeah,
Like
but
me and him, we remember vividly certain things from a range of different lives that we've been together,
but that's
that
another
we've
thing
known
they
each other.
say. That's another thing they say, isn't it? You get similar people in your lives all following you.
Yeah,
So you've got the same people around you, that life, in that life, in that life,
yeah.
and yeah, it's
But
just brilliant.
me and him have vivid memories of the same thing.
Wow.
We both remember lives from being beheaded
Oh my
to
gosh.
killing each other to World War Two. We remember everything.
That, that is so incredible. It really is.
And when people say, "Oh, it's really hard, Smith. It's really hard. It's hard work, but it's worth it." But when people turn around and say, "Oh, past lives, you're the soul recycled," you're not. With a past life, look at it as a broken mirror.
Yeah.
You can see yourself in that mirror, but every fracture is a different person. Every fracture is a different life with a different memory. You do not carry that person's soul onto you. They still have their own soul. You are a new soul. You just carry their intelligence, their knowledge, and their abilities. It's not you are not you do not have their soul. They are their own individual soul.
Ah, because one of the things I wanted to do, like one of I've had two past life regressions, got two different characters in from Nottingham, and one was around in the 1200s, and I know the location where she was. Okay, and I frequently investigate that place randomly. It's all, but things tie in, and it's a mad story,
Yeah,
but you probably get sort of resonate more, I guess. And I would like to get a trance medium to go in there and me speak to my former,
that would be amazing.
and I would love to do that.
That would be
I
amazing.
didn't know if you could do that.
But
But
it,
if
you, your soul is not theirs. You are a new soul. You have. Well,
because I
I
yeah, I
say
didn't know
no.
if you yeah, I didn't know if that was possible.
I say
I
no,
did want to try that.
but it's not. You're not new. You're still an old soul, but you're not
Yeah.
their soul. You have a little bit of them. Like looking in the mirror, it's a fracture that
All
makes up
right. Yeah,
you.
because
Each
that was it.
fracture is
I
somebody
thought,
else.
well, would you actually be talking to yourself, and if could you both be around at the same time? But then
Well, Will,
it's
my friend remembers everything from Will's life, but Will was my spirit guide. But one of my past lives is his spirit guide
Ooh,
because we're not the same soul.
yeah, interesting. Oh wow, you've got
You
Bella
just,
around you.
I love myself.
Oh wow.
But we're not the same soul. We are a new being in a way, but we carry their memories and we carry their abilities and their knowledge because you
Yeah,
have to learn.
yeah, it's just
I mean, if
incredible.
everybody was the same soul, if everyone was reincarnated as the same soul, why is there more people on Earth than there ever has been? Where are the
Yeah,
new souls coming from?
yeah, of course.
And if everybody's reincarnated, there'd be no spirits to talk to.
Yeah, I get you.
There'd be no spirits to talk to because that soul would be in somebody else. There would be no spirits to talk to. There would be no paranormal investigating. There'd be no
Yeah,
ghosts. There'd be nothing.
yeah.
But we're not their soul. They have their own soul.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, because it was about 3 years ago where I wanted to go and talk to this, but then it turns out that my other past life actually lived at that location. So this is where it just got messy, because I'd have to ask the judge from the galleries actually lives at that location, and he's the guy who I worked for in my past life. So I'd have to ask him to move out the way to then
Yeah.
let it go back to 1200s, which is, well, it's odd, isn't it?
But maybe he's guarding that path, because if you open up that doorway, you could learn shit you don't want to know.
Yeah.
I mean, like with
Possibly.
Lily, this is going to sound so strange, but I miss people that I knew in my past lives that I don't see now. I miss them
Oh, wow. Okay.
because I knew them then,
Yeah.
but
I
I
get
don't have them now, do I? I don't know where they are.
I have got a question for you then, and I don't think this person's watching as a friend, so I'm not going to mention his name. But he has been told by a few mediums not to have his past life regression done,
I wouldn't
and they've
advise
just
it.
they've just said to him, "Don't do it," because I think there's something within his. My phone's being. Oh no, it's all right.
It with what people don't realise with past lives is once you've opened that doorway, you get the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's
Yeah.
not. You don't just remember the good things from that life. Like with Lily, for example, we'll use Lily. I remember the smell of Edward's hair
Oh
after
God.
he died in that house fire. I
Yeah.
remember taking his body out of that fire. I remember the smell. I remember him crying.
Oh wow.
And then this happens. You don't get the good, the bad. You get everything.
But then you say you can't mourn, and yet you are.
But
Aren't
I mourn for people that in this life, the people I know now, nothing. But
then you're picking up the memory of somebody who was mourning.
exactly,
Gosh, that's
it's
complex,
not
isn't it?
my emotion, it's always Lily's emotion.
Oh wow.
So if I remember it, I get Lily, and then I get her emotions, because I do get spiritual emotions all the time. I can get really angry for no reason. My voice will change for certain spirits that get too close to me. My voice will completely change. I'll either go
Yeah.
really, really posh, or I'll become a man and stuff like that. But I get their emotions a lot, and it's mainly Edward and Will that the emotion comes out, because Lily didn't last long after Edward.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, he was only 8,
Oh bless you.
but if somebody passes away around me now in this life, it doesn't bother me, because
Gosh.
I can see him.
You've seen, yeah. Wow, because
But
you're just coming from a totally different perspective from
in
most
their
people
life,
I've spoken to.
I couldn't see him after they died, so they were gone.
Oh, get you. Yeah.
But in this life, they're not gone.
Wow. That's just so incredible. Yeah, sad. Oh, bless you.
Look at me go. This is why you don't want to do mediumship and past life crap. It's not worth it.
Oh, bless you.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. I'm just intrigued by it, that's all. You know, like you've always been given it and you've built on it, like from like your early encounters at 10. Like even
I
before
mean, the earliest
that.
spirit that I saw that my mum vividly remembers, because it freaked her right out.
Bless you.
I was at 5, maybe 6, not even that.
Yeah.
And I'm upstairs and I'm playing in my bedroom. And I remember what teddies I was playing with. I remember what I was doing. And there was this man standing by my bedroom door. I've looked up and he's all covered in blood.
Oh.
And I've looked up at him and he looked at me and he smiled. And I didn't feel scared of him
No.
Didn't know who he was. Didn't feel scared of him. Covered in blood, scratches everywhere, like mangled basically. And he was like, I just got hit by a truck on my motorbike.
Oh God.
And I was like, okay. He was like, I don't know where to go. And so I was only little. I had no idea. So my nan, my great nan, stepped in. And I went downstairs and I said to my mum, I said, there's a man in my bedroom. And I gave her his name. And I was like, he's been hit off his motorbike over on the 127. He's been hit. He's dead. And later, she was like, yeah, okay, don't worry about it. On the 6 o'clock news that night, this man's picture come up.
Oh, crap.
About this man that had just been killed by a freight truck on his motorbike.
Gosh.
And I'd seen him in my room and I was about 5, 6.
Oh, wow.
But I wasn't scared of him.
Yeah.
There was nothing to be scared of. He was a really nice guy. He just didn't know where he was going.
But then, because she'd got the beacon, he sort of headed in your direction, I guess. You were nearest one to him where...
The road was near where my mum lived, so it was as if...
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just there.
Wow. If anyone's got any questions for Helena...
I've got really dead foot.
Chat. Oh, yeah. Oh.
But yeah, I mean, past lives amaze me. But they're also hard work.
Oh, cheers, Mandy. I hope you're well. Yeah, Helena has got some amazing past life connections. So
I have a lot of
really
past life
interesting.
connections.
Yeah. Oh,
and it's kind of freaky.
It's an amazing... Wow, it really is. But your experiences are like totally different from anybody I've ever met. They really are, because they're so full on.
I don't. But to me, it's normal. I don't understand why people think it's amazing. I just think it's normal.
Well, yeah. Why isn't it? Why isn't it normal? That's all you know.
To me, it's normal.
I don't know that. I didn't know mediumship existed, so I just tried it for a laugh. They kept saying, "Oh, you sure you want to do this?" Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on. Let's see what happens, and then you realise, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Shit, it's real. No. It's got me even more intrigued.
But it's only.
It really has.
Certain people that can. I mean, I hate the word medium. I hate the word psychic. I hate it.
I don't say I'm anything. I just do what I do.
I'm just me.
I don't. Like, people go, "You medium?" No, I'm not. I don't know what I am.
I'm just me.
A label on that because I'm not.
But when people think medium psychics, like we were saying, people think readings. I don't give readings. I'm not here for the living.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah.
But
you work a different way. You've had different experiences.
I've been in their world.
Yeah.
I've been in this world. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's completely different from my perspective. And I understand people get readings and stuff, but I couldn't do it. I used to, but there's no way I could do it because I don't think it's fair on spirit.
Yeah.
And I'm here for them. If they want to help, if they want to talk, if they need something to get off their chest, I'm not here to help you lot live your life. They've already lived theirs. They're just talking. They just need a shoulder to cry on, and that's what I am. I'm a friend to the spirit world as opposed to being...
Yeah, for outside.
I'm their side.
Yeah.
I'm not for us. I'm for them. I would rather be here for them so they have the safe space. So they have someone that they know that they can come to, they can rant to, they can talk to, they can swear at, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to, if they want to rant to me about one of their family members and I know who they are, that's fine. I'm not going to tell them.
Yeah.
I'm not here for the living. I'm here as that safe space, that one place that they can go where they know they're safe and they know they're not judged.
Yeah. So do they come to you then? Do a
I've
lot
had,
come to you who want
yeah,
passing over? Yeah.
yeah, I've had people turn up just wanting to talk,
Wow.
just wanting to get some stuff off their chest, or just wanting to ask an opinion, or just wanting company.
Okay.
And I've had random spirits that just float in and float out, and they just want to make sure that, you know, they've been seen, or they just want that second to feel like they've been noticed.
Yeah. Get you.
And I don't want to be here for the living to make their lives easier. I don't know. No offense,
Yeah.
it's your life, learn to live with it. Yeah, you make your decisions. If you mess up, you mess up. That's not my problem. That's not their problem. That's your problem. But
Yeah.
they are eternally where they are.
Get
And
you.
sometimes they just need that friendly hug,
Oh
or
wow.
that friendly smile, or that it's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just need that one thing where they can just turn up and be themselves and not have to be forced to talk about stuff for the living. Because sometimes they've got their own issues.
Interesting. It's obviously not a perspective I'd think of, because I'm here, and yeah, it's a different. It's
But
totally.
most people don't understand it.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, but if you can give messages and readings, why don't you? Because I'm not here for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
do.
that sounds horrible. I know how horrible that sounds. I get it. I get how horrible that sounds. But I'm not here for you.
Oh way.
I'm here for them.
Everyone's got their own path, haven't they? That's yours.
But again, but if there is a message, if it is important, if it's really important, and there's a message that needs to get to you, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on Facebook and messaged a random person in a group just because something went, can you send this to that person? And it has been a random message for some random person I've never spoken to before.
Wow. Right.
And I've been like, I know this sounds weird, but so and so said so and so.
Yeah.
Because if it's an important message and it needs to get to you, I'm going to get it to you.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give you a blasé message that's run of the mill, You're having money troubles, but it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Why would they give a shit? They don't need money.
Yeah. That's it. It's different. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not. It sounds. I know it's horrible, but it sounds like I'm here for the.
Your experience is different from most of the people, aren't they?
I'm here for my spirit.
From different. Yeah.
I'm here for my spirit.
Oh, that's so intriguing.
I mean, they get on my nerves.
Yeah.
But
how do you set the boundaries then? Do you tell them to clear off at night?
Yeah.
You've got to sleep.
Yeah.
And how?
Basically being really nice to them.
Okay.
I will swear at them. If they get on my nerves, I'll swear at them. I don't care.
Right, okay, yeah.
I have no issue. If there's a spirit out there that's giving mouth to me, I will put them in their place. I don't care. I don't care. If someone thinks... there's been one thing that really annoys me. I don't know if it's just me. But every spirit that's got an attitude problem or is a little evil is demonic. Shut up.
Oh, don't. No. Yeah.
Would my twins be counted as that?
Oh, God.
They're not demonic. They're just assholes.
Yeah. Well, even if they're grumpy, though, because I picked up on a spirit at Paranormal Research Centre and he was sitting in the wheelchair and he was grumpy as hell. But then I managed to, communicate and he's just frustrated because nobody's actually listening to him.
No,
and that was why he was grumpy, because he's like, for God's sake, somebody. But and once you get through as to why he was so frustrated, he wasn't that grumpy person at all.
Well, no, it makes sense. Not everything that's angry is demonic.
Yeah.
Just leave them alone. If they've got an attitude problem, they've got an attitude problem. Don't worry about it.
and like a lot of the time, like you go places say go away. Well, like a lot of times, if you're a woman asking questions, you
Yeah.
know, the men were in charge then, weren't they? It's different
And what
eras.
I don't understand, this is what I don't understand, is why, when somebody passes away, do they suddenly lose their sense of humour?
That's right.
Why does everybody think it's weird to tell them rude jokes?
Yeah, that's right. They need support too after they've passed too. Have you ever connected with an extreme criminal or someone nasty in life? Yeah,
Yeah.
she has. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of mentioned that a bit earlier, but yeah.
Yeah. I
Uh,
wouldn't say they're extreme. So that's my issue. That's my main problem.
well, yeah, this is it, isn't
I
it?
know everything. I know what they did, but my brain goes, no, no, they're lovely. But I know they're not.
Yeah, but I've communicated with some as well, and you don't judge them. They did what they did. It's not for us to say you shouldn't do that. No, it's done.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If they want to talk and to save a story, well, that happens, and
Exactly. I mean, I've been known, because I'm not going to lie to you, some spirits are pretty good looking. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, right?
right.
I've flirted with a ghost. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Well, yeah. Well, that picture you put up earlier.
Well,
My God. Yeah. Gosh. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's just nothing I can say on the matter, is there? It's Will.
Well, I know. That's it. It was, yeah. He was well smart, wasn't he?
He knows it and all, that's the issue.
Well, yeah, he would have done. He was in the forces, weren't he?
He's so full of himself. But
Yeah. Incredible people who've done some nasty things that have had to do
you
because,
can't blame them because they did it because they wanted to do it.
yeah.
They weren't conditioned to do it. Them two were not conditioned to do it. They just did it.
Yeah, it's kind of an incredible. It's not a sort of direction I ever thought this would go. It's fascinating. It really
I
is.
mean, it depends. It depends on where you want to go. I mean, I'm happy to do shows with you where we just talk about past lives and just talk about guides for one show or whatever. If people want to hear a perspective from someone that has died, been in their world, come back to this world a few times and been like, oh, nah, I'm happy to do it for people.
Yeah, it's like a few weeks ago. Somebody put on the post, "Oh, I'd love to hear about NDEs." So, like my last guest had about three NDEs. So, like I mentioned it, and then you come on and you're talking NDEs, and it's funny, like I've never spoken to people about this, and yet, well, in 3 years,
It
yeah,
weren't scary. Well,
all of a
it
sudden,
weren't scary to me. See, that's my problem. It weren't scary.
yeah,
I weren't bothered.
yeah,
But I'm quite happy to, if people want random shows about past lives, because I have a lot of strong connections with my past lives,
yeah, that's right.
and they are really, really strong. I'm
Well,
happy to do that.
like what's going off with me in my past life is absolutely mad,
It's
and
mad.
I can tell people this story, and God, and
I
yeah, it was
mean,
a book, and it's just like I can
people,
mention it to people who do paranormal and people who've been with me at the time, like the
yeah,
people who investigated with me at the National Justice Museum the other week. I mentioned the story. He was there, and
yeah,
like
they do that.
I
They
then
do that.
I about 4 or 5 years ago, we questioned him through a trance medium. I remember all the questions. Okay, so come this investigation, I asked the same questions and I got the same answers as I did then.
Well, that's your answer
Got in
then.
front of you on the screen.
That's your answer.
There's a white light just gone on your screen, just in front of you. Then,
Don't worry about it.
yeah, that was
Don't worry about it.
yeah, that was interesting. I want to see that close up.
It
Yeah,
happens.
try and screenshot that. That was
But
interesting.
people get confused with me because with me, I see it from a completely different perspective. I
Yeah,
don't see it the way that most people see it because I'm more connected to the spirit world.
but I like that. Why not? We all do this, and we're all on our own paths. And I'm joining in late, aren't I?
I'm
I'm joining
more,
the party late, and yet you join like
I feel more
straight away.
comfortable in the spirit world than I do in this world.
Oh wow. Yeah, but they can't hurt. Well, questionable.
They can. I mean, Bowie sees them.
Yeah, that's right. You said about Bowie.
Bowie sees them.
God.
I mean, Bowie knows the twins by name and he calls them their uncle. He will call him, like,
Yeah.
Bowie knows their names and
Yeah.
he calls them both Uncle so and so and Uncle so and so.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing, isn't it?
And he'll call Will Dad. It's always Dad. Constantly. Will's Dad.
Oh, it's fascinating. So, was your mum a medium then? Does
No,
she?
but my nan was.
Oh, it's your nan. So,
My great nan, the one that stepped up and was the guide for me. And on my dad's side, it was my dad's mum. So I got
okay.
it from both sides.
Oh, okay. So that's it's strongly in the family anyway, and you picked up.
I got both of them.
Got both sides, and yeah. Wow, that's incredible.
Got
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah, because
But
I think
I've got, it's not just like weird paranormal stuff though. I've got some strange like alien stuff and whatever else. I'm sort of stuck in the world where I'm like this, the rest of this isn't normal to me.
oh wow.
It's really strange. I mean, I'm upstairs and we'll have people tapping on our bedroom window, one
Oh,
floor up. So how the hell are they tapping on the window?
oh wow. That's awesome.
But we'll have people tapping. I mean, I've got a rule. No one comes in the bathroom. That's my rule.
Yeah. Oh, that's yeah.
I mean, Michael did once because he thought I was at the sink, but I weren't. I was in the shower, and he walked in, and I was like, "Get out!"
Yeah.
He was
Okay.
like, "Don't tell Will," and walked back out.
It's the thing as well, like if spirit is everywhere, my God. They could be hanging around anywhere, couldn't they?
Well, they don't really want to watch you having a poo, if that counts.
Oh no, exactly. You certainly hope not.
So they're not interested in that.
Yeah.
And some of them are naked, just so you're aware. That's a thing.
Oh God. I never even
I've seen
thought
spirit
about that.
penis. That's a thing.
Oh no. I never even thought of
Yeah, they're naked. Some are naked.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I won't consider it. Well, why would I? Why even would I think that?
Well, at a Roman, where was that? A Roman bath?
Oh right, of course.
He
Yeah.
was naked.
Yeah.
Other than his little sandals.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not everyone's going to be wearing clothes. The
Well,
older
no.
spirits aren't wearing clothes. They're like ancient spirits, like the first Homo sapiens and stuff.
Yeah.
They're not wearing clothes.
But do you pick up on those? Because, like,
Sometimes.
a lot of the graveyards you don't get much before 1800s. I've noticed that.
Most
Where
of
are
them
the
aren't marked.
graves before that? Yeah.
Most of them aren't marked.
Because I was told that my house is on an Anglo-Saxon graveyard.
I live on an Anglo-Saxon graveyard.
I think I might do. It's awesome.
I
don't pick it up.
You could literally walk across from my house to the playground where Bowie likes to play.
Yeah.
And look down on Google Maps and see the roundhouses where they used to live. Go a bit further up, there's a cemetery.
Oh, wow. Well, my church is there. I can see it from my window.
I'd love to live in a church.
And there's cross. There's a Saxon cross as well.
I'd love to live in a church.
It's so near. Oh gosh, yeah. I know. There's so many up for sale now. There's
I know. I need one.
Oh, yeah. They're just beautiful places, aren't they? They're beautiful buildings.
I need one.
Yeah. There's one. I went. Oh God. I went on an investigation in Leicester, and I forgot what it was. It's this year as well. And it was a beautiful street, like fantastic buildings, and it got a church. And I went round the churchyard because you got there early, so you have to have a good nosy, don't you? And it was up for sale. So imagine living there with all the gravestones in the garden.
Hell yeah.
And like, wow, it was so like wonderful. I would have
Hell
loved to
yeah.
have done it, yeah. So it's not in the best area of Leicester, but actually that road is beautiful with these beautiful houses
What's
on.
wrong with that?
Yeah, I
I
know.
have no
You've
problems
got
with
to
that.
make
I'd be
time
quite
for.
happy.
Yeah, so I had a nice walk round. It was lovely.
I
Yeah.
mean, people laugh, right? Because I've been learning how to do, because I want to be a funeral director,
Interesting.
right? So I'm doing a course and stuff about funeral management and stuff like that. People are like, why would you do that? And I'm like, because as long as I don't get up, I ain't really too concerned.
Hmm.
And then, well, I was talking to my mum about it. She went, how are you going to explain what you do for a living? I was like, well, if somebody asked me what I do for a living, I'll say I dress dead people. And then my mum went, so what do you do as a hobby? I went, talk to them.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know
My mum
somebody
was
who
like, what? I was like, well, that is basically what I'd be doing. I'd be dressing dead people for a living,
yeah,
and then I'll be talking to them as a hobby.
yeah. I guess you could ask if it's not too early. So it can be too early, can't it? Ask
Exactly.
what they want to wear or what they
Exactly.
want to look like. Wow.
I could do it. It wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, because somebody I know, her daughter wants to do that as
It
well.
really wouldn't bother me at
She
all.
was looking into it. 'Cause she likes like the makeup side of things and like to make somebody, look the way they should.
Yeah. But I don't, it's not something that would worry me.
Yeah.
I mean, another thing about being a medium that's messed up that, like, Ashley, who's watching, will tell you
Yeah.
about is I can be out walking because we take Bowie to the cemeteries, don't we?
Yeah.
Because he likes to look for the skeletons and then I went tomorrow, that's what he wants to do. So we take him.
Yeah.
And he's learning about the different carvings and what they mean and stuff like that. But there have been times where we've been in these old cemeteries and I've had to go to Alex, had the kids, and walked off. I've walked off because I was following the spirit of this little girl, and this
Oh no.
cemetery is abandoned. And I've got round the corner, and part of her spine and part of her jawbone was dug up by an animal.
Oh God. Yeah.
And she's looked at me and she's like, "Can you put them back?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." So there I am, picking
Oh
up this
God.
human jawbone and this little girl's spine, putting them back in the hole and covering it back up.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And that's happened a few times. I'll find a spirit will walk up to me and go, "Can I borrow you for a second?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, okay, hang on." And I'll walk off, and it will be because part of them is out of the ground
Oh
and they
my
want
God.
it put back in the ground because an animal's dug it up. It's right next to the burrow. They'll be like, "Can you put it back?"
Oh gosh.
And I've done it
Yeah.
a few times where it's been, you know, a femur. That's happened.
Oh
That
wow.
weren't pretty. Where I've had to put that back in the ground because a fox has dug it up.
Yeah.
And he's been like, "Can you do me a favour? Can you sort of pop that back in the ground for me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." And I will just, like, it's nothing.
Yeah.
And that's
Um,
when I say I'm here for the spirit world. That's
yeah. I
what I
get
mean.
you. Oh
Because
bless you.
a lot of them won't, a lot of mediums wouldn't, they wouldn't want to do that. They would think twice about touching it by moving it or whatever. I don't, my brain, but I don't think twice. If a spirit says,
Me
that's my
too.
leg bone,
Yeah.
I'll put it back. Like the
Put it
girl's
back.
jawbone.
Yeah.
I'm not going to think twice and worry about it. I'm just going to put it back.
There were some graves in Nottingham which are on a hill, and it seems that that the earth's dropped down quite a bit around them. But I did go back a couple of weeks ago, and luckily, it's changed. You know what I mean? So whether
Yeah.
put soil around it or something, but
So I've got no issue. If
they
I'm
were really
walking and a
dropping.
spirit comes up to me and they're like, "Can I show you something?" or "Can I borrow
Oh
you for a
wow, bless you.
second?" I've got no issue following them because they've obviously got something that they need. And
Wow.
it's usually, "Can you pop that back in the ground?" or that's in the wrong place, or can you move that, or can you take the weeds away from the gravestone? It's usually something like that. And I'm just like, yeah, hang on. And I'll go with them. And they'll be like, can you take the weeds away from my daughter's gravestone?
That
Or,
I could get because, like, my mum all of her life, my gran had a daughter who passed really young, so then she had mum. And, like, since mum was born, she used to have to go and tend to this little girl's grave. And it's unmarked, and it was near my mum's grandmother. And yeah, my gran was always upset by how the churchyard was kept. You know what I mean? And my gran
yeah.
used to cut around it, and my mum did. And
I mean,
yeah,
Bowie,
it's just
he
so.
will. There was a couple of spirits that we met in a churchyard. They'd already spoken to me, and I was like, "No, you're all right talking to him. Don't worry, he can see you."
Oh wow.
Because he was looking at them, and I was like, "No, he can see you."
Oh,
And they had skulls on the top of their gravestones, but
okay.
it was in a hidden in a bush, so we couldn't see them. And they went up to Bowie, the elderly man and the elderly woman went up to Bowie and was like, "Our stones are over here." Took him, and he sat there and he pulled the weeds down, and there was these two skulls, and he literally sat in front of this gravestone talking to the two people that were buried there.
Oh wow.
And he sat there for a good 15-20 minutes just chatting to them.
Oh bless you. Yeah.
And I just left him doing it. I'm not going to stop him. He's having
Well,
fun.
that's it. That's right. Yeah, and he's talking to them, and that's what they want, isn't it?
So they're chatting to him, he's chatting to them,
Yeah,
they're
that's
happy. So
mutual.
I'm not
That's
going to
fine.
stop him. It's like people go, "Well, why don't you tell him it's not normal?" Well, my kids are not scared of the dark. My kid's
Yeah,
not scared of monsters. My kid's not scared of ghosts
yeah,
because I'm not telling him that it's scary. I'm not going to tell
yeah.
him seeing ghosts is scary. It's not.
A
It
lot of
can
people
be, but
thoughts
I'm
are
not going to
nowadays,
scare him.
aren't they? You know, it's like like through the ages they've said, "Oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that."
Why
It's
not?
always man saying that, isn't it? You know, and it's man's
Exactly.
perspective or an individual opinion.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, he's got to learn it, Smash. He has
Yeah,
to.
just people
And
need to be
if I
heard.
can teach him how to do it safely,
Yeah,
then that's what I'm going to do.
yeah, but safety is the one, isn't it?
But
Definitely.
I think where I nearly died having Bowie, and I crossed that line while I was still carrying him. He wasn't born when I crossed that line.
Ah, okay.
I was still in labour. He wasn't born yet. I was in labour when I nearly died.
Okay.
And because he wasn't born yet, and I blurred that line, I also blurred that line for him.
Maybe, yeah. But then there's a connection, obviously, with both sides of your family and you, isn't there?
Yeah. But like Edward, our little ghost boy Edward, I have so many videos. I'll have to send you them. You're welcome to post them. You are more than welcome to post
Sure.
them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're welcome to post them.
Oh, bless you.
Bowie talking to Edward, running around playing with Edward, and he will literally go, "You're being naughty, Edward,"
Oh.
or "Put your bum away, Edward," because Edward moans all the time,
Oh, wow.
constantly mooning.
Oh, my gosh.
But I've got so many little videos of Bowie talking to spirits. I've got Bowie talking to what he calls the alien.
Wow.
I'll send you that one. That's a bit weird, but yeah, he calls the alien.
So you know Ashley, don't you?
I do.
So I think it matters if you can handle it or not. I've died a few times. I don't think I can handle it like you can. Oh, wow.
I love you, Ash, but yeah, no.
Oh, bless you.
I don't think you could either, to be honest with you. You're too sensitive.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You have to be a bit of a cold-hearted person.
you're not there. You're not really cold-hearted, are you?
I can be.
Well,
I
you
can
seem
be.
real. You're real. The alien one's creepy.
The alien one is creepy. It is really creepy. He literally he walks in front of the TV and he does this weird wave. Yeah, looks at me and just goes, "Alien." And I'm
Okay.
like, sorry, what, Bowie? And he's like, aliens.
Wow.
I mean, he was only, I can't have been no older than 2.5.
Wow.
Had him
Yeah.
in bed. We were in bed, and he's laying on the bed, had the curtains open. It was middle of summer. And he was like, he sat up bolt right, and this was like one of his first full sentences. Now imagine how creepy this is, yeah. He up, sat bolt upright, and just went, there's a man in a silver car in the sky.
Oh God. Wow.
Sorry, what? Yeah, there's a man in a silver car in the sky. I was like, what do you mean in the car? He's like, it's a silver car. It's in the sky. Look, and he's pointing, and he made me shut the curtains because he could see the man in the silver car in the sky.
Wow.
How is that one of his first full sentences? That was
Yeah.
terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Made
Well,
funny though.
the way you can say a sentence, though, you know?
Just literally sat up and went,
Oh, she's gone again. She's back. Yeah.
literally that. Terrifying.
Wow.
Proper strange. Freaked me right out. I'm like, give me ghosts, I can handle it.
Yeah, but not.
Aliens? No.
Yeah.
No. I'm brave, but I'm not stupid.
Wow. It's really incredible. I just love, like, you just got a totally different perspective.
I'm brave, I'm not stupid.
Right.
I've learned that I don't know how to not I don't know how to sugarcoat for people. Jesus. Right, no, if you don't like it, I really couldn't care less.
Oh, bless you. You're you, and that's it. And everyone's
I'm
unique.
me, I'm
That's it.
happy.
And why not? And you have to be you. Oh, I actually don't like aliens.
Yeah, no, I can't do aliens. Can't do it. Terrifying. One of the only things on this earth, well, it's not even on this earth, is it?
No.
That freaks me out is
Well, we don't know.
aliens.
We don't know.
Can't be
Oh,
dealing with them.
we don't
Creepy, gangly little. Ugh. No,
Yeah.
no. Stick me in a room full of demonic spirits. I'll be fine with that. Go, there's
It's
an alien over there, and I'll go, you.
interesting because I've spoken to a guy twice who's really into UFOs and the greys and all the different sort of.
Unless, I mean, I'm quite happy with the tall whites. I'm quite happy to be with them. But, like, the other ones can go and jump. I'm not having that. I could be in a room full of, like, evil spirits and be fine, but you tell me there's an alien over there that wants to chat and I'm not doing it.
I get you.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You could offer me a couple of million and I still wouldn't do it.
Oh, wow.
No.
It's just been an incredible conversation.
Yes,
It really has. Yeah.
Well, you know I'm happy to come on whenever you want.
Bless you. No, it's been wonderful. It really has.
I mean, it's like I said, if people want...
It's a different perspective, isn't it? Like, we've all got our belief system, but you come at it from a different way for whatever reason. That is your path and your journey, isn't it? We've each got our own routes.
I know a lot of people don't understand. That's Bowie, by the way. He should be in bed, but clearly he's not. But people don't really understand when I say I don't work the same way as everybody else does. Because it seems like most people work in a similar way. Bowie, shush!
That's yeah.
But people seem to work in a similar way. Whereas I don't. I go completely against the grain.
Well, why not? You do your own thing, and that's it. And I can't wait to investigate with you.
Oh,
It's
hell
yeah. Chaos, isn't it?
It might. You might get to meet the twins.
I'm quite looking forward to this because yeah, you're going to Hinckley, a place I know really well.
I'm coming.
And yeah, with people who are all experienced as well.
I'm coming.
So
I'll be there.
And there are some nasty ones around
but
as well.
I do go weird though, just a pre-warning.
Well, put it this way, I think the Haunted Mag, this edition, has got our last antics. Well, not our last antics. A group of us met at Matlock, and it went a bit weird. Matlock Pavilion. So we used to.
I do go a bit strange, and
We're
I would
used to
zone
this.
out.
We're used
I
to
would
this.
zone out,
That's
or
fine.
my voice will change completely.
Yeah, we're used to this. This is it. If you
I
check the
mean,
whole
I've got a
bag out,
spirit.
then you'll see what happened to us at Matlock Pavilion.
I've
It's
got
absolutely mad.
one of the twins. One of
Yeah.
the twins has this habit, yeah, that he will imprint on me like a possession, but it's allowed. I allow it to happen. So
Right,
it's an
okay.
imprint, not a possession. Just so he can have a cigarette.
Get you. Yeah. Yeah.
I let him do it.
Yeah, I get you.
So you
Wow,
might get to meet.
incredible. I don't know if we've got any relevant items, but we'll see.
I mean, like I've been on the phone to Ashley, and one of the twins has got too close, and my voice turns into their voice, and it will be an answer that they'd give her.
Wow.
So that she'll say something, and it won't be my answer that I come back with. It's his answer that he's come out with, and then I have to apologise because I realise what they've said.
Yeah.
This is why I like investigating with people that get it, because the amount of times I've had to go, that wasn't me. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Or they go, I can't believe you said that. And I'm literally like, well, I don't know what happened for that past half an hour or whatever. It hasn't been me.
Yeah, no, we totally get it. The people going, they are experienced. And when I went to the last really heavy investigation at National Justice Museum, my friend, he kind of wanted to punch us. He got really quite
I've done
violent.
that.
Yeah.
I've done that.
It's like you're trying to bring him through, you're trying to bring him out of the situation, but at the same time, the spirit is threatening to.
I mean, I've been on an investigation with somebody who I considered a really, really close friend of mine. Yeah, loved them to pieces.
Yeah.
We're on an investigation, and then a certain spirit, who shall remain nameless, decided to imprint and didn't like this person. So I went from being good friends with this person to basically throwing them out and threatening them.
Ooh.
But they knew it wasn't me.
God. Yeah.
She was alright with it. She knew it wasn't me.
Yeah, well, yeah, like, you know, situations I've been in, I've got 1 to 2 minute footage. This guy the same guy actually, who he'd never been into trance before, and I won't even say the location, but he was there and we were just doing a seance, and all of a sudden he was getting really arsey. So once again, it's like I decided to video it, and the flash went in his eyes, but he was just staring at me like just like staring my eyes, and he's really like. And then he just sort of said something to the girl next to him, and because we knew it wasn't him, she laughed because it was really like. She knew it wasn't him, but it was just so funny hearing it come out of his mouth.
Yeah.
So it was like, I thought, oh my God. And then like his face then just changed. And he just said the word bitch to her.
But people don't realise if the spirit imprints properly, your eyes can change colour. I've got pictures of my eyes that 1 minute like they're bluey silver, and then the next minute they're basically black and they're a different shape, and my face changes shape and my voice changes.
I've been marched out of the National Justice Museum because my eyes were black. But yeah.
People don't realise you get physical changes.
Yeah. I knew he was with me. I walked to the base room and I got marched out. I just walked in the base room like a drunk person from the base cell to the top. No, from the women's room where they put the women prisoners. I walked from there to the base room. As soon as I walked in, I got marched out again.
I've been taken over by a drunk. That's hilarious.
Oh.
I remember it vividly though. It weren't like because I saw the video and it was so embarrassing, but it definitely wasn't me, and I definitely don't drink that much whiskey. Dude was off his head. He was so drunk. He's just walking around a fault, wasted,
Oh my god.
just yelling things at people.
Oh my gosh.
And my mate Chelsea's like, "Oh, for God's sake!" And I'm like,
Here we go.
she's like, "AJ, Stell," and he's like, "Yeah, you can't tell me what to do." And it's like, oh my God, clearly not me.
Yeah.
Clearly not me. Hilarious,
Oh, this.
but
Yeah.
not me.
Oh, I can't wait to investigate with you both.
Oh, love that.
Insane,
It's gonna be so funny. I'm just hoping that I'm just hoping that one. Will knows his rules. That one is a little bit pushy.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll see.
That one.
It's usually a cauldron of energy mixing pot anyway.
I mean, he's nice unless you annoy him.
There is there's a few nasty people around in there, so yeah, it'd be interesting.
That'd be funny though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I'm really, yeah.
But I'm telling you now.
I'm intrigued as to who you'll pick up on, to be fair. Yeah.
But to be honest, after this life, I'm having a break.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I mean, I'm only a few. What do we work it out? Like 2,000 something years old. My soul's only that old. I've had enough. I'm gonna have a rest.
But cheers for the chat. It's just been totally different.
But you know, I'm happy to come on and randomly talk about stuff. I mean, I'm happy to go in depth about past lives if that's what people want.
Wow, it's just.
I'm more than happy to introduce you to the past lives.
Yeah. Interesting.
Apart from the psycho, we're not talking to her. She's a bit.
Yeah.
She recycled very quickly.
Oh yeah, you don't always want to. Yeah. But I mean, it's been very interesting.
I just see things differently, and people seem to enjoy that.
Yeah, but why not? Why do we always have to do the same? And you do find, like, within the paranormal field, like, people do the same, you know, like, I find a technique and I try that as well.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, yeah.
I don't
Your
know.
next investigation, try throwing out some rude jokes. They love them. They love them.
Well, there's one place, and we're just having just a general natter. We're just in a room having a general natter, and then all of a sudden I've got some equipment around, and we're getting interaction, and then we'll go, well, do you know who we're talking about? Yeah, and it's just like, oh, okay. Do you think this is yeah? And it was quite funny.
Yeah, sometimes they don't want to. They don't want to do the knock on the door crap.
Yeah,
sometimes they're not interested in that. Sometimes they literally just want to chat.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I think.
And it could just be garbage that they want to talk, to be honest with you. Yeah. They're not always intelligent, and they're not always out there to give you some insight into stuff. Sometimes they just want to talk gibberish.
Well, that's it. You know, like, I was talking like EVPs, you know, just say something random, you know, not your normal question, just do something different, you know.
Exactly.
Like, what's your favourite beer? You know, it's just something different.
Exactly.
You know,
you don't have to. All this, everyone has to go in and be professional, and they have to ask this question, and you have to do. As long as you go in and you introduce yourself first.
Yeah.
Treat them like they're humans, because they are.
That's right. Well, they are. They were, and that's it, isn't it?
They're still humans. They're just without the flesh bag around them.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
That's it. They're still there.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, Michael's still a flirt. He's still a flirt. Hands down, is he a flirt?
Oh, because one of the hosts who I work with, she'll be going as well, and she's a great medium, so I'd be interested.
I mean, Michael's a proper pervy flirt. It's hilarious.
Oh wow, no, that'd be interesting.
I love him, but he's a pervy flirt.
Yeah.
He's the type of guy that would go, "I'm flying out tomorrow. I could die just to get some."
Oh god.
Even when he wasn't.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
But he's lovely. He's just a flirt.
Oh bless you.
And I'm pretty sure he's got like a strain of gonorrhea named after him.
God's sake.
What?
It's
And he's
interesting.
like, what did you say? What?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting investigation. I'll go out live as well. We'll do some live feeds. I don't like to do the live because it kind of distracts from what you're actually doing. That you don't want to. You want to focus with like what's in the room. You've come to talk to them, and I found at times, like obviously, one of the first lives I did through Alex's channel at the time, and onto the Paranormal Warehouse, which is where obviously I got to know you and Alex through my first ever like live feed. I'm going around the Robin Hood, which is the place where I was in my past life, and it has links to my past
Yeah,
life, which is mad, isn't it?
it's mad.
And this is how, and you're into all this past life stuff, and yet that's how our lives crossed in a way at this
It's
location.
crazy.
Yeah, which I've just
But
realised
I
now.
think I also think it's crazy that as soon as we met, it was like we'd known each other for ages. It
Yeah, we
wasn't
just
as
get
if we
on.
were getting to know
Yeah,
each other. It was just
yeah.
we know each other anyway.
It was mad. We just get talking, didn't we? And that was it.
It wasn't like, the normal let's get to know each other questions.
No,
We
we just
already knew each
met.
other.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. It's really odd. But
We
yeah,
already knew each other. It wasn't the same. It was just like,
no,
oh, how have you been? As if we'd been friends for years.
yeah, I know. And it's nice to talk to you again. Cause,
I've missed you.
yeah, I miss you.
But we should
But
definitely,
anyway, yeah, we're meeting up anyway, so this is going to be so cool.
definitely. And if people want a random past life thing, let me know.
Yeah.
And
So see
they
how we go.
want
So
any
let us
other
know.
random stuff, just
Yeah. So if you've got any questions that want to chat about or whatever, then yeah, we'll
yeah, if
sort
you've got any
something out.
random questions for somebody
Yeah.
that sees the spirit world completely different,
Yeah. That's
I'm
it.
here.
Because like I was going along the questions that I think that like come through quite a lot, the same sort of, and you're like just saying, yeah, that's right, and like so many people say, oh, this, and like it's what you kind of get through investigation and through other
You
things, isn't
you
it? And
basically get the same answers day in, day
yeah,
out. But I
yeah,
don't see it that way, and like I don't care anymore. I don't see it the same way. I don't work the same way.
that's good. Everyone works differently, and you do it from a totally different angle, and that's what I like. I really do, and yeah. It's fascinating. It's like this past life thing. It's just fascinating the hell out of me at the moment. And
I mean,
I don't know what it is, what I'm doing, why am I still linked? What and
is it always to the left?
huh?
When you're picking up, is it always to the left?
I don't know. It's cold around me now, though. It's cold around me.
Is it always to? Because if it's always to the left, it will be a guide of some kind. Because guides stand on the left.
Well, my first guide, James, was always there.
They're always to the left. Guides stand to the left because it's closest to the heart.
Right. Yeah. Because my first guide, James, was there, but I think James left me ages ago. Because I think I just
You got ghost dumped.
I think it just got a bit too far, to be fair. I think, hey, he's just like
He's like,
this.
I'm out. See you later.
Yeah, I'll bail out this one, but yeah. But best pop off anyway. But thanks everyone for watching. It's been amazing. So
If you've
take
got any
care,
questions, let me know.
and have a
Love
great week.
you.
Bye. And I'm at the Parameet at next weekend. It's on Saturday and Sunday in Rugby. Oh, bless you. It's all right, Alex. I couldn't hear him, but Helena could. But yeah, bless him. But yeah, so yeah, I'm at the Parameet next week, Saturday and Sunday. So that's going to be good, and that's in Hoteling Rugby. So I put details on my page anyway if you want details how to get tickets. £11 for 2 days. Here's some great speakers as well. Okay. Anything else, Helena?
Not really. Babe, I think you mean that he was beating you.
Bless you.
I think that's what you mean.
Oh, bless.
But love you guys, and if you've got any random questions or you want
something
from a perspective of a weirdo,
you're cool.
Let me know.
Oh, bless you. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Have a good week.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Take care. Thank you.